What's going on there, YouTube?
What's up out there, YouTube?
This is STL0320.
This is Joe Johnson 030.
Representing JVS. We are back here for a spoiler review for episode 16 of the 7th season of the Vampire Diaries. It's been a great uphill battle, and I think that the track just derailed. Unfortunately, we're going to go into some heavy spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, take this, put it in your watch later, because we're about to kind of go in on this. Joe is here to actually do a review with me on the Vampire Diaries. Unfortunately, this episode was some boo-boo. And I don't mean just that kind of boo-boo. I mean that kind of boo-boo that's stinking. It comes from like a cow or a horse or something like that. And it's just like, you put your foot in and you just track it in. That is what I blame Julie Plett for systematically ruined the concept of this season, because it was actually a good progression. You know what I'm saying? It ended on a hard note, it ended on a strong note. You know, it made sense, everything that happened up until that point. But, alright, let's get into the spoilers. Everything that Damon did was fruitless. And foolish.
Everything.
I mean, from the point that he decides to get a lark, you know, he was gonna go and get Caroline, and then he gets he got kidnapped, and then like it was all set up between Caroline and them, but then for whatever reason Matt goes and lets go of Caroline, and then we're phase forward, right? So then Stefan goes in to try to save his brother, just to find out his brother's like, no, I want to take the mark from you, Stefan. And okay, Raina is fine with this. So for whatever freaking reason, over the past 3 years, Raina has developed an intimate bond with Stefan, to the reality that she says, and they didn't allude to this up until this point, that every single time he does stuff, she feels it. She has a direct connection with him.
I was like, okay, somebody put that out their butt.
Like when do we find this out? Yeah. Because if that was the case, the dude that had the whatchamacallit, the throat problem, she ain't had no gas turn. She had no connection with the black man, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't been saying nothing to nobody. This man been probably suffering longer than anybody. But anyway, for whatever reason, she has this direct bond with Stefan. And she's like, I feel for you. You are suffering. You're happy while you're running with Valerie, which is not even the person that you love.
It's not even relevant. Like, I don't even care. There's clips of you watching Valerie and Stefan together. To me, I don't care about their relationship, to be all honest. We've seen it countless times, Stefan, with some chick. It was all irrelevant after Caroline, and I mean, the only two women I consider him actually being with is Caroline and Elena. That's the only two chicks. That's it. Other than that, I don't care. Like, I'm really not interested in his love life anymore. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is too, and she's like, oh, and then Raina's like, oh, she's like calling him on the phone and like basically flirting with the dude, and she's crazy trying to kill him. I was like, what?
No, even when he got there, she could have just stabbed him. She could have ended him, bro. You know, matter of fact, to be quite frank with all of this, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Why didn't she just stab both of them and then end them? Because it's not like you could just you stab one person, then you have to wait till another person gets stabbed. She could have stabbed both of them.
Like, everybody was like so emotional in this episode. And she was talking to Stefan, and it was like, oh, before she stabbed him, she was like, oh, we gotta finish this conversation. Before, it was like when your mark was reappeared, you went to go get your brother or something like that. And I was just like, why did he do that? Like, that was so stupid. Like, this one makes no sense. It's like they just removed all rationality out of this episode.
From everyone.
From everybody.
I mean, only one that is very clear that knows what they're doing is Matt. And they turned him into the most vile. He turned him into the most vile douche. Matt was like, I'm gonna kill Stefan. He's going to pay. And you find out, okay, Penny's dead. I understand that. But how is that involving Stefan?
Penny's dead.
We don't know how.
Bonnie's in the Santa side.
And she's not in this episode at all.
Just like, how you gonna do that? And one thing I don't like about how they do Enzo's character, he flip-flops so much.
Yeah,
I mean, dude.
I don't know who he's trying to help.
Who are you? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
every time I see his character, literally, it's a question mark. Whose side are you on this time?
That's what Caroline said. Caroline was like, "Well, who you with today?"
Exactly.
But I mean, okay. So to be fair to Enzo, it seems as though he's caught on that Matt, you know what I'm saying, was the one that let Raina out. He was the one that, you know, basically made Enzo as bait. But for whatever stupid reason, Enzo has turned against the armory, has been stealing pills. Which, the pills, I don't understand. The whole point of the pills, from my understanding, was to suppress freaking witch powers. Why is he giving those to Bonnie? Is he, like, got some kind of fixation on her? And he's like, all right, I gotta keep her non-understanding of the comprehension of her abilities so she can be able to be mine and not names. I don't know what the heck the pills were. What were they doing to Mary Louise that she got this guy showing disease? What were they doing? I don't understand the relevance of the pills. I didn't get it. Hopefully, let me know in the comment section below, because I did not understand anything that was going on with the armory. Matter of fact, if I was Enzo, I know that's my cousin and all, but I would have tuned her up. I'd have been like, look.
My last point is this, right? So, they spent 3 years. Stefan spent 3 years running from this chick.
Yeah.
And she just ends up putting him in prison?
Yeah, well, I mean,
like, what the? Wait,
I think the thing was, Joe, we were thinking that they had some kind of master plan, that Damon had a plan, or Stefan had a plan. No,
it was just,
it's just like
3 years. And I mean, and this, to be all fair, this chick is not that scary. I mean, she is, but she isn't.
She is, but she isn't.
She's just crazy, but she's not. She's very carefree with that sword. She loses that sword I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
If Stefan would end up in the prison, someone just takes the sword, take the freaking stone out, put it on Stefan, he's a back up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the heck?
What was the point?
What was the point of 3 years?
Yeah, so okay.
3 years.
So Stefan gets stabbed, right? And then Mary Louise and what's her name, they go out and just destroy the sword, killing themselves. And I'm thinking maybe Raina's gonna die. Nah, Raina ain't gonna die anymore. I don't know what the ramifications of them destroying it was, but I do know this: Stefan doesn't have a way of getting back because ain't no gosh darn stone anymore. So now, I guess all the souls that were in the stone have just kind of come out. Now, how that specific soul got into Stefan, I don't know. This episode
we've already seen that in another character.
Yeah.
So it's not anything new.
Like, why would you do that again?
Exactly. Like, it's like, what are you...
They recycle stuff.
What are you guys doing?
Because this episode could have been like a season finale.
Yeah, and it was just like, Stefan, he already came out of prison. And you're going to put him back in prison? Why?
We've already seen that. We've already seen that.
Why? I don't care. Like... It was cool when it happened. Now it's just like,
we don't
care.
Look, I'm gonna say this one last thing. We love the show. We've been following the show from Jump Street. Joe was not a person that was gonna look at the show. I wasn't a person that said was gonna look at it. But we looked at it because we entertained. It's been thought provoking. There've been things that have happened. Even the transfer from 6th season to the 7th season, like I was like for it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna go run to your guns without Elena, go for it. Why is it that Damon always has to be...
I say this. After Elena was off the show, like, and then, like, his, Stefan and Damien's mother had appeared and things like that. That whole thing, that was good.
There's some great stuff going on.
But this crap, what is that, man?
Anyway, I don't want to dump on the show anymore. We've gone through our spoilers.
Because you're effed up.
Well, I mean, they messed up this season, though.
I'm gonna dump on it, bro.
I don't even want to do a reaction, because the only thing I react to is I'd be like,
kick my flip-flops off of this junk, man.
So, alright, well, hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. This spoiler review for Days of Future Past 16th episode. Hopefully, some kind of way the next episode
it's wasting my daggone time,
makes up for this. I don't know how they can, because the preview doesn't look anything.
And they just wasted like 3 years time span. And I mean, you think like Caroline, she's with.
Now I had a problem. Well, no, we're not gonna go there. We need to stop talking about because one, Rick was wrong for freaking taking Stefan's girlfriend.
Yeah,
but then
Stefan's with a woman.
We need to stop.
We don't even care about. We don't even care. I don't care about Valerie.
We need to
I'm
stop.
just put it on record.
We need
I don't
to,
give a two.
Alright, we're gone.
2 cents about
Yes,
Valerie, bro.
we ain't gonna stop. Alright, peace.
Deuces.